Wrestling Insider Gurus.
Wig. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Little
All
wig
right,
action going on here, folks.
a little bit.
What are we doing here today, Mike? Why are we even here? What are we doing?
Well, I think we recently just watched Clash in Paris, and we're going to give the review of those 5 matches that were on that show.
We're actually going to give our grades for all 6 matches that were on that
Was there
show.
6?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was. Wait, was there? No, there wasn't. There was 5.
Trust us, we watched it. No, there were
Okay.
6. There were 6.
Oh, that's right. I
The
only have
tag
5
team.
pictures here because of the tag team match was
Yeah,
last minute. That's right.
that's that
Joe.
is the hiccup. But yeah, and the opening match for Clash in Paris was Roman Reigns versus Big Bronson Reed.
Yeah.
How did you how did you think that match went?
Um, well, it was the beginning match. So I mean, if you didn't already know who was going to win, you sure did now. With it opening the match, they like to give a good like solid exclamation mark on the opening match to be like a good happy yay, the face usually wins over the heel the opening match, especially with somebody as big as Roman. I mean, nobody expected Roman to lose this match anyway,
Right.
but um, I called it in the predictions video. I was like, I bet Bronson Reed's gonna just probably beat him to death until he has his big comeback at the end, and that's pretty much what happened.
Yeah.
And it was kind of a long match. It was pretty long. I think the segment after the match might have been even longer than the match itself, where Roman Reigns got tsunamied over and over and over again. I thought he got tsunamied and then they put him on a stretcher. And then Bronson Reed was like, I'm going to go back. I'm going to tsunami him again. And then tsunamied him again. He's like, okay, I'm done. And then he gets like all the way up the ramp and was like, no, you know what? I'm going to go back and tsunami him again. He tsunamis him again. I expected him to go back to the locker room, taking off his boots, being like, you know what? I'm going to go back and do it again. And then he jumps it again. And then he goes back home, sits down, eats dinner, goes to bed, tucks himself in, closes his eyes, wakes up again. I'm going to go back and tsunami him again. Um, I thought that was never going to end. I thought he was just going to kill the man, which makes sense because he's filming a Street Fighter movie. So Roman Reigns is. So I expect that's what he's going to. They're going to write him off for. Is that movie? But
He's
overall,
it,
I mean, it was a
he was
do
injured
what?
just enough to be able to film that movie.
That's right. That's right. And but yeah, I mean, I thought it was an okay match. It wasn't like the best. I mean, when you know the outcome, it kind of hinders the quality of the match. When you're second guessing yourself, that's when the match starts getting good.
Mhm.
But we always knew from the start who was going to
Sure.
win this. It was Roman, and I thought it was okay. It wasn't anything special, but it was good. What'd you think?
Um, I always say, when the match when is pretty predictable, it's they have to do a damn good match to make up for that. And I really felt like they did about as good as they could with this match. It was a fun match. This was entertaining. I mean, the match itself was entertaining. Bronson Reed really showed what he could do. Um, he was in control for so much of the match. I liked that they gave him such a showcase, really. This was kind
Yeah,
of a showcase for Bronson Reed with him losing. And he lost, but then he came back and kind of had the final word. So
yeah.
I thought they did good by Bronson Reed in this one, and I thought it was pretty dang fun. I actually really enjoyed this. I thought
Yeah.
the match was fun, and then the shenanigans afterwards were even funner. So yeah, they kicked it off. I thought they kicked it off on a really solid note. I thought this was great. I thoroughly enjoyed this match. I
Yeah,
think
I
I
did too.
liked it a
So
little
when you
more than
go,
you did.
probably, but when you go into your grades, are you grading it based on just the match or the whole segment,
The
match all,
whole
post match?
the whole
Okay,
segment.
okay. All right. Well, then I'm ready for a grade.
Let's
I
do
know
the
what I'm
grade.
giving it. All
I
right.
know what I'm giving it to. Here we go. Three, two, one. A
B
minus.
plus.
Oh,
Okay.
kind of close.
Yeah,
I liked it a smidge more than you. A
smidge, a
shade,
very
a
small
shade,
smidge. Yeah,
a degree,
yeah, a hair, if you will.
a hair. All right. Let's move on to the second match, which
All right,
was
the second
the
match, which I don't have a picture for, so we're
yeah,
going to use this instead.
yeah. They sprung this on us on the night before, kind of. We did not know
Yeah.
this was coming. Um, the Wyatt Six versus the Street Profits.
Street Profit.
Yeah, I love this match. I really thought this was entertaining.
Yeah.
They really opened the show with a bang with two really solid matches right off the bat. Street Profits are oh, hang on just a second here. Getting a phone call. Let me
Oh,
answer
great.
this. It's the wife. Hello. All right. Bye. Pizza issues.
Apparently, they're taking a while.
Yes. She's not happy. I was saying how much I like the Street Profits.
Oh, yeah.
And I
Yeah.
love that they are putting a little rift between them because I think those two guys should be singles competitors. Montez
Yeah.
Ford should be one of the faces of this company. That guy can do anything.
Seems like it. Yeah.
He's amazing. I mean, as long as everybody gets along with him good backstage, I mean, I don't
Yeah.
see why he's not like one of the faces of this company because what he can do, it's just amazing. So I'm kind of excited that they're going to do that. It looks like there's a riff happening between these Street Profits because I'm excited for what that future will bring. And I love the Wyatt Six. I think they're a creepy good time, and uh, these everything meshed together very nicely in this match. It was good back and forth. I thought it was pretty fun from start to finish. I mean, I really felt like Clash in Paris opened on it with a really solid 1-2 punch.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. Yeah, it was pretty good. I mean, yeah, Montez is always great. Dawkins is always pretty cool. It did look like they were like trying to make a feud between them. I don't know if that's like the purpose of that is for them to maybe go their own way and into like a solo or singles career.
I hope
But
so.
it seemed like it. It seemed like it. And that doesn't mean they can't do tag stuff here and there. I mean, they could do both, I guess, kind of like uh, Alexa and Charlotte. They don't have to always just be wrestling tag team matches, which they do because they're so good at it. I mean, SmackDown is the craziest tag team division ever. They're really kicking Raw out of the water, that's for sure. I don't even know what tag teams are on Raw that are as
Not
good
many.
as the ones that are on SmackDown.
There's just a few on
But
Raw. Yeah.
yeah, but yeah, I thought this was okay. I don't think it was. Um, as I don't think it was as good as the Roman Bronson probably, but it wasn't the worst match of the night. That's for
Oh,
sure. It was still pretty good.
I liked it.
Um,
I think I like this
yeah,
one more than you too.
probably.
Let's find out.
All right,
Ready?
here we go. Yep.
3, 2, 1. B
B.
plus.
Mm.
So
Okay. So just a hair
I'm just
smidge,
a hair,
just a
a
smackerel.
shadow of a hair.
Yep.
I enjoyed it a shadow of a hair more than you did.
Yep. All right.
Now we get to match three of them.
Oh,
The Women's Intercontinental Championship with Becky Lynch, the champion,
oh,
versus Nika. Remember
Nicka
Nika? Nikki
Bella.
Bella. Nikki Bella.
Nick Bella.
If that's too much for anybody to say, just call her Nika. I think
Yeah.
yeah. So Nikki Bella challenges Becky Lynch. What'd you think, Michael?
So the thing with these two is the promos were really, really good. Like the promos were super
Hmm.
solid. Becky, um, as always has good promos. I mean, I feel like I'm laughing every time she does a promo. That's so funny. And then uh, Nikki Bella, the back and forth she had with Becky was crazy. Talk about like their husbands and stuff. I thought that was pretty fun. That's pretty funny.
That was funny.
Um, but the how good their promos was kind of didn't translate into this match. I didn't think it was kind of like all over the place for me. And I mean, there were some botches here and there, but that's always going to happen. That's not really. I'm not grading it on how well they pulled stuff off or whatever. But also I kind of am. So that kind of affects the match a little bit. And it was just kind of it was slow at first, and how they did things. Like Becky hitting her head against the announce table back and forth, where it was just like she was just using her hands, and it was like clear her head wasn't even close to touching, and then Nikki jumping off the rope and doing like a kick to a ghost. That was pretty crazy. Yeah, 'cause she wasn't even close with that kick. But I don't know. I don't know. I just wasn't as into this match as the other ones. So I'm not. I wasn't a huge fan of this match, to be honest. If there had to be one I didn't like it. It would be this one. That's pretty much all I got to say about it. What do you think? I mean, there were some cool spots here and there, but yeah, overall, it did not impress seeing how good Becky and Lyra the feud was. I had high expectations for this one. What about you?
Well, here's the thing. Becky Lynch is the best women's wrestler in history. I'm not the only one who says that. Lots of other people say it. Sports
Oh,
Illustrated says it.
yeah,
And and
yeah, yeah.
I had this was not up to Becky's par. This just wasn't up to her standard. This match was not up
Mm.
to a Becky Lynch standard. When Becky Lynch wrestles, because she is fantastic, there's a high standard to be met because she's that good. And it just wasn't met. It wasn't met. I don't care about the botches as much as some people do. That's just kind of a live theater thing. I kind of Becky didn't sell those table hits good enough, but I think that was more on the cameraman being right from the side instead of towards the back a little bit more. I blame the cameraman a little bit for his angle. The
Mm.
kick thing, yeah, that's just a timing thing. I don't really care about that stuff too much. It was just a very ho hum match. And
Yeah.
when Becky's involved, I expect it to be a lot better than it was. Kind of like with Gunther. When Gunther is in a match, I'm expecting a great match, and it always is. And that's what I
Mhm.
kind of expect out of Becky. Um, Maybe we got a little spoiled with all those great Lyra matches, but I do kind of expect that out of her. She's that good, and um, I blame Nikki Bella. Not really, but it's a it was just a ho hum match, and I also think they suffered a little bit from having to follow two really good, fun openers. That didn't help them out either, but um, yeah, that was going to catch up with somebody somewhere, and it caught up with them. But just a ho hum match, not up to a
Yeah.
Becky Lynch standard because she's the best
Right.
women's wrestler in in history. I mean, I'm not the only one who says that. A lot of people say that. Sports Illustrated says that. So,
Oh. Mm.
yeah. Shall
Mm.
we grade it?
Yeah, let's do it.
Go ahead and grade it.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
C.
I
C.
think I think that says it all.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, Michael. Have you ever heard of something called a good old fashioned Donnybrook match?
I sure have. Or if you haven't, you sure have after last weekend. My goodness.
No. Oh my gosh. I hope those guys are okay.
Yeah, no kidding.
Good Lord.
Goodness.
You want to talk about a brutal match? That was brutal. Oh, those guys were not holding back. They were not holding back. I hope they're okay. I don't think we're going to see either in the ring for a few weeks here. I think that was kind of like their vacation match. Like, all right, go out, kill each other. You're going to get a few weeks off here. Um,
Oh,
Gosh, this was brutal and it was fun. I thought this was fantastic. I mean, I thought this was fantastic. This was about as good as a no disqualifications match like this with
yeah.
Irish paraphernalia around the ring could get. Um, it was great. I just loved this. It was so brutal. They were both. back and forth. Now, some people are really turned off with the fact that Sheamus tapped at the end. And
Oh yeah.
but you know what? Sometimes people, if everybody just goes unconscious, you kind of have to have people tap out from time to time. This was fitting. He really had him in a, he had that shillelagh particle in his mouth, and was in
Yeah.
he brought the accolade to another level. I'm fine with the tap out, and I'm fine with this match. I loved it. I loved it.
Yeah, I agree. I would say this is the best match of the night,
It
probably.
was.
I liked this match a lot. My gosh, it was so brutal. Rusev's chest must have been on fire for about 2.5 days afterwards because he took a beating. I guess note to any of Sheamus's opponents: don't do his move on on the end of the ring, or otherwise he'll do it to you like 4 times in a row throughout the the course of the match that you're in. Um,
Oh my
but
gosh.
yeah, there were so many good spots. That was cool. They got like put through the bar, like the side of the bar that was at the side of the ring. They jumped on the barrels and flew off onto the tables. They used the shillelagh multiple times. Um, very, very cool. And I was expecting you were pretty confident Rusev was going to win this one. But when they both got in the ring at the very, very end, and Rusev had the shillelagh, and Sheamus countered with that kick, I was like, "That's it, it's over." Like
So was I.
we,
So was
we
I.
both we both thought it was over, and then Rusev kicked out, and that was
Mhm.
that was crazy. So, and it's hard to get moments like that. It's hard to
It
like
is.
kind of you know pretend one's going to win or make it look like one's going to win instead of the other. But they did it, and
They
it
did
was it
it.
was great. I don't know if I like Sheamus tapping out. I mean, it was okay. It was an okay ending. He kind of did it pretty quick too. I wouldn't say he did it as quick as Gunther in the J match, but he did it kind of fast. But other than that, this match was fantastic. Yeah, it's the best match of the night for
By
sure.
far. By far, in my
Yeah,
opinion. Yeah.
agreed. All right,
Ready?
ready? Grade
3, 2, 1. A
A.
plus.
A+. All right. It was good. It's very good.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
My grade reflects what I thought about it.
that's good. It should. All
And John
right.
Cena and Logan Paul had a really tough match to follow.
Yes, they did.
Good luck,
Yes, they did.
guys. How did they do, Michael?
This is a fun match. I think Logan always does good matches. I feel like every match he's in is really, really good. And I think they're trying to push Logan more or make Logan look like he's more of a contender than normal because he really it was clean. Like Logan didn't try to cheat like throughout the whole match, I think, unless I'm just lapsing something from that night. But I think it was a clean match, and he took John Cena to the edge. Not a lot of people can do that. So hopefully they're pushing Logan more as this formidable force, and he might be getting higher up on the food chain, so to speak. I hope that's the case. Yeah, I liked it a lot. I mean, there were a bunch of cool spots in this match too. Good, clean wrestling on this one. I liked it a lot. What about you?
Yeah, I liked it a lot too. They really
Hmm.
had their work cut out for them following the previous
Right.
match, and I thought they did fantastic. Um, yeah, this was just a good, clean match. Just wasn't
Hmm.
much in the way of shenanigans or anything like that. And I agree with you. This was their way of kind of putting. I think this was kind of Cena's way of putting Paul and the WWE as putting Paul over without him winning. They kind of did everything but give him the win, almost like
Yeah.
Bronson Reed in a way, but without the post match stuff. No Brock Lesnar or anything. This was just pure Cena, Logan Paul, both at their best. I really think this was both of them at their best. This was a really good match. This
Yeah.
was really good.
Hmm.
Yeah. Let's grade it.
Okay.
What
Good
do you think?
deal.
Ready?
Hold on. Maybe I got to think about this one. No, you know what? Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready.
3, 2, one, B
A
plus.
minus.
Well, he liked this one a little more than I did.
A little, just a hair more.
We're starting to get a little closer here. Maybe he did like this whole thing as much as I did. We'll find out because there's only one more match left on this card.
Bum, bum, bum.
And it was the Fatal Four Way, which included Seth Rollins, who was the champion, CM Punk, LA Knight, and Jey Uso.
Jey Uso. Yeah.
I think this is another situation. It's my turn to go first, right?
Correct.
Okay, I think this is another situation similar to the opening match. We knew Seth Rollins was going to win. There's no way he was going to lose this match. There's just no way. They couldn't. They couldn't have him lose it right after he cashed in. There was just no way. So we talked about this in the predictions. That's why they had a fatal four-way to kind of make it like a little bit less obvious. And we were on to this when Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker were, can you hear all that? When Bronson Reed, getting a little interference on my side here, when Bronson Reed and Bron Breakker were told to leave the building, we knew something was up. We knew that meant somebody else was going to show up and help Seth Rollins and that. And we kind of guessed it too.
Yeah, we
talking
did.
about it beforehand. We were going over who we thought it could be. We brought up Dragunov because he's supposed to be coming back pretty soon. And who else did we think it might be? I floated out the idea of, hey, what if they turned LA Knight into a villain?
Yeah.
But then when we started talking about the women, when we said Becky, we're like, that's it. It's perfect.
It's gotta be.
It's gotta be Becky. And so we kind of called it before the match. Started, and it was just cool to see. So it's so similar to the first match where it was like it's predictable, and if it's predictable, it better be damn fun. And I thought it was damn fun.
Yeah, I did too. Yeah, I loved it. And we kind of talked about that in the predictions video too, that we mentioned like they might be a new member or whatever, but we didn't go as far as to guessing who that member might be. Before the match, not on YouTube, we pretty much guessed Becky correctly, which was pretty funny. But yeah, this match was cool too. There was a bunch of fun spots in this, like LA Knight getting his revenge off CM Punk, like pushing him into the table, like CM Punk did to LA Knight. The Monday or Friday before, whenever that was. Basically, same thing happened to him, except the table didn't break. That was great. I mean, that was a strong table. It helped. It helped CM Punk and slid him right off.
He kind of slid off of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
He must have been pretty sweaty. He just kind of slid off of it before it could break.
But everything about this match was really, really cool too. And that was nice seeing that Becky right when the skinny body popped up in the ring like in all black. I was like, that's it. We got it. We knew.
Yeah. That was great.
That was fantastic. But all right. I'm ready to grade this one too.
I am too. Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. A minus.
A minus. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it was kind of like a B plus match. And then the Becky scenario at the end lifted it up a little bit. So
that's cool.
I was saying when we did our predictions, this was the most predictable PLE of the year so far, and it probably still was, but gosh, they made it a lot of fun. They still made it a lot of fun. So kudos to them. They made it a lot of fun. I enjoyed Clash in Paris. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, me too. I thought it was great. Yeah.
Let's grade the entire thing.
Good idea.
We're out of our minds, folks. We're going to grade the whole thing. We're going to grade this whole thing.
All right.
I don't know what we're thinking. We're out of control. We're going to grade the whole thing.
You don't know what to grade it, do you?
I do. I think I do.
Oh, okay.
I didn't,
Okay.
you know, I didn't realize until we were doing our grades that I had given so many variations of an A grade. There were
Yeah, you really like this
quite a
one.
few. Yeah. So yeah, how about that? All right, ready?
All right. Yep.
Three, two, one, A
B
minus.
plus.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this wasn't like a strong A minus. It was kind of like in between the B plus and A minus because of that
Okay.
middle match. It was the middle match that brought the whole thing down just a shadow of a hair.
Ah,
Um,
gotcha.
but otherwise, the other five matches were good. It was fun.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was
Yeah, it
fun.
was. Yeah, nothing really to complain about
Mm-mm.
here at all. Yeah, I thought everything went smooth on this one.
Yeah, I liked it.
Cool.
And guess what? We're going to be back like next week. Is it? Well, in a couple weeks. Yeah, we'll be back in a couple weeks.
Yeah, like three
Um,
weeks, 2 or 3 weeks.
no, like 2 weeks.
Oh, is it?
Not next week, but the week after. Because WrestlePalooza is coming up,
That's right.
and it's looking like a good one. They've
Yeah,
already announced three matches.
right.
As we're doing this, I expect there'll be two or three more. So
Yep,
three
that'll be
matches
cool. And
that
then
are
we're going
already
to
announced are good. So
yep, and
it's
then
gonna
we're
be
going to
fun.
see the Raw immediately after. We're going to be there live.
We're gonna be at the
Oh.
the September 22nd Raw. We're gonna be live. We're gonna
Yeah,
be hanging out somewhere behind Michael Cole and Corey Graves.
yeah. So see
Yeah.
if you can spot us.
Yeah. Maybe we'll wear wigs, maybe we won't.
Maybe we will.
We'll
I
see.
guess we'll find out.
But that's it for me, Michael. I don't have another word
Yep,
to say about this. Not
me
another
either.
word.
Except for maybe one, because this has been Wrestling Insider Gurus.
Wig.
Yeah,
Now
look,
it's
I
now
got
it's
a no
now
no
it's
neck guitar.
what happened to the neck of your guitar?
Well, this is how I bought it. I thought this is how guitars came. I was wrong.
Who needs a neck? Oh, look.
Like a magic trick.
We're wrestling.